I was working as an engineer when the Lord opened up the opportunity for me to go to seminary. I was really excited about going to seminary, and I thought I was going to go out and preach and do ministry, and I finished seminary, and I went back to working in engineering, and I really couldn't figure out why. I had received my license as a professional engineer, I had a call to ministry, had completed my seminary degree, and yet I was working in design. And then I went on a short-term mission trip, and that changed my life. The Lord put together the call to ministry and the background to engineering, and that became Engineering Ministries International. First, let me talk about the profession of engineering and architecture. It's really a profession where we're called to help people. Most of the people that get into this profession have a desire to do something for mankind.
The people who are serving the poorest of the poor have a very real need for what eMi provides. The people who are building orphanages, they're trying to bring water systems into villages, they're trying to construct a hospital to serve their community, they're trying to build a community center to reach the people in a slum, and they need help in doing that. They need to know, how do I do this? What's the first step? How much is it going to cost me? How much land do I need? These are the kinds of questions that eMi helps them answer. We provide them a very real, practical service that says, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. You can't do step 4 without doing step 1, and this is why. You have to have pumps in place to put that water system in, or you have to purchase this many concrete blocks to build this orphanage, and it's going to cost you this much. You have to have this many bags of cement. If you want to house 500 kids, you need this much space. That's what eMi does.
We've been asked by people in developing countries to come help them. The project belongs to them. There's often been a missing link in development projects in the third world, and that is design help. eMi has been involved in 57 countries on hundreds of design projects. Projects range from hospitals, schools, orphanages, bridges, water supply, electric generation, the full gamut of infrastructure needs.
eMi has sent a group of engineers and architects from America, and they are surveying the land and helping us to select the right place for the proposed children's home and Christian school.
We were praying and asking the Lord to give us the facility, and the Lord miraculously opened a door for eMi to come into our life, and they were able to design the entire facility to build with the strong concrete and blocks.
In the design field, we've done the whole gamut. And in the ministry field, we've pretty much done everything. Ministering with the missionaries, ministering with the pastors, ministering with people who have come to know Christ, praying for those people who are sick and ask for prayer.
This is a marvelous provision of God bringing eMi into our life. It means the millions of dollars and the whole world to us.
This really is God's work, and it's His vision, and He's the one who's going to make it come to pass and make it all work out despite all of the obstacles that seem so overwhelming here.
So often when you think of eMi, you think of designs, you think of buildings, you think of construction. When you're with an eMi trip, what you see is people and the people that it's benefiting.
They came around to watch and kept asking, who is that? And someone would say, that's an architect. You know, and who is that person? It's a surveyor. Who's paying these people to work for these orphans? Oh, they're giving their time. They're volunteering.
When we hang our work on the wall at the end of a trip and show them that this is what the master plan of this Bible school will look like, or this is how the water line into this village is going to work. It needs to take this route. There need to be these pumps. Those are very practical steps that those people are completely incapable of taking without the help, without the services of eMi.
To see them being able to provide this kind of shelter, all of a sudden these are faces, these are people. This is not about a building. This is about lives being touched and changed.
It's overwhelming when you see millions and millions of people suffering. But when you realize that you can help one child, or one family, or one village toward development, towards the freedom that we have in Christ, that's where I concentrate.
And to see the look on the face of a child or the face of that mother's, and see her just almost bewildered by the fact that we are there to help her. That blows them away. They can't figure that out. Why have you come to help me? When eMi is able to do that and you see that, it is why we do what we do. It is the most exciting thing about eMi.